Now I'm starting recording as well.
Should we begin, sir?
There is some background noise is coming. I request all rest of the people, please mute your microphone from the pendant. We are ready now.
Should we begin, sir?
Sir, yeah, I'm not able to see the screen. Just a minute. Yeah, got back to screen.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Shall I begin now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of School of Liberal Studies and Education, Faculty of Education, I extend a warm welcome to all of you present here at the session. I also welcome our Provost, Sir, Dr. Nilay Yajnik, Professor D.P. Chaya, Sir, and Speaker of the session for today, Ms. Sapna Iyer. Today's session is titled as Journey of National Award Winner in Education. When I think about this word, award, a student in me becomes alive. As a student, I always dreamt of getting a teacher who inspires life and makes learning relevant, easy, and interesting. This is exactly what our expert has been doing. She is an educator at Navrachana School, Sama, and is passionately pursuing teaching from around 15 years. She's teaching mathematics and attempts to make it fun. As we all know, this subject brings within itself its own complexities. But Madam tries to make it easy with a lot of interactive activities and games. With this exploration, she is also able to bring in best practices in mathematics education. Of course, this all doesn't come easily. With this, she also has a strong background of her education that keeps her abreast of the challenges in it. She has qualified her UGC NET examination in education and is also an alumni of Navrachana University's B.Ed and M.Ed program. She has presented papers in national conferences and conducted several training sessions and workshops. And workshops like workshop on empathy for teachers and workshop on teaching methodologies. She has also been a master trainer at Microsoft, where she has trained around 200 government school teachers. She has also EduStar Award for Excellence in Teaching to her credit. I welcome you, ma'am. On behalf of all of us present here, I would now request Dinesh sir to play the video that is shared by our speaker that shows her work done in the field. Dinesh sir, please.
ये है गुजरात राज्य की संस्कार नगरी वडधरा यानी वडोदरा। यहाँ के समा विस्तार में स्थित नवरचना स्कूल शिक्षण जगत में गत 50 वर्षों से अपनी अभिनव प्रथाओं और अनूठी सांस्कृतिक गतिविधियों के लिए विख्यात है। सपना अय्यर यहाँ गणित की शिक्षिका हैं, जो अत्यंत रोचक एक्टिविटीज के माध्यम से अपने विषय को छात्रों के लिए आसान और रुचिपूर्ण बनाती हैं। वे एक माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इनोवेटिव एजुकेटर एक्सपर्ट भी हैं और अपनी कक्षाओं में टेक्नोलॉजी और इनोवेशन का समावेश कर अपने छात्रों के मानस पटल पर अमिट छाप छोड़ती हैं। उनका अपने छात्रों और विषय के प्रति उत्साह एवं प्रेम उन्हें नित नई एक्टिविटीज कराने के लिए प्रेरित करता है। स्कूल का पाठ्यक्रम, जो एकेडमिक और को करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज का अद्भुत संगम है, सपना मैडम को अपने छात्रों में उत्कृष्टता की भावना को जगाने में सहायक का काम करता है। वे एक संवेदनशील रिमीडियल टीचर भी हैं, जो अपने छात्रों के साथ उनकी छोटी बड़ी समस्याओं का बहुत धैर्य के साथ समाधान भी करती हैं। उन्हें उत्कृष्ट योग्यता की शिक्षिका के रूप में और अपनी मूल्यवान एवं सराहनीय सेवाओं के लिए प्रतिष्ठित सीबीएसई शिक्षक का पुरस्कार प्रदान किया जाता है।
Yeah, Vibha ma'am, over to you.
Sangeeta madam. Sangeeta, madam.
Sangeeta ma'am, please unmute your microphone on pendant.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Sapna Madam, to give us a glimpse of your world to all of us. It was truly an inspiring journey that you showed us. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. Nilay Yajnik, Provost of Navrachana University, to experience this journey of Miss Sapna Iyer along with us. Dr. Nilay Yajnik is an alumnus of BITS Pilani, Narsi Munji Institute of Management, and Harvard Business Global Colloquium on Participant-Centered Learning. He has several years of working experience in several IT companies and has held high academic positions in several higher education institutions and committees. Sir has joined Navrachana University in 2019 and since then has been guiding, inspiring, and leading the university to greater heights. Thank you very much, sir, to be with us today. Let us now begin with the most awaited part of the session, in which we'll have a conversation between our provost, Dr. Nilay Yajnik, and our esteemed guest, Ms. Sapna Iyer. So the platform is yours. Please go ahead, sir, madam.
Thank you, Professor Sangeeta. Just now the power went off in my room, so probably I've become it's a little dark. But anyway, we'll continue. And so congratulations, Professor Sangeeta, for this. I'm sorry, Professor Sapna, for this wonderful award. You've done us proud also. In fact, you've done the entire Navrachana University proud, because this is an award which is so prestigious and which has tremendous inspiration for all of us. And so congratulations once again, Sapna.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so
much. Your career is extremely interesting as a teacher. So can you just run us through your teaching career?
Yes, sir. Actually, when I started with teaching, I was not a trained teacher. Okay. So I first thought of getting myself trained. That's how I took the opportunity of coming to Navrachana University. And I already had my co-sister studying in this college. And that is why I was recommended to go to this college. And I applied and I got an admission. I was working with a school when I applied, and I left the job. I came for this course. And here I actually learned what is professionalism, what is teaching actually, how we are supposed to teach, how you can facilitate teaching, how you can be a facilitator. So earlier, I was looking at the traditional approach of teaching, and here in this place, I learned about the new trends in education, how you can work upon your lesson plans, how you have to be a researcher, how you have to be a lifelong learner. So I got trained for all this in my B.Ed, and I appeared for a campus interview where Navrachana principal and coordinator had come, and I was I was selected. I had gone for a demo. I was called for the demo the same day. I had no teaching aid. I had nothing in my hand. I was just called to give a demo. But the teachings that my teachers had given me in the college, I was very confident that I will be able to give something different. So I went there, I created my own teaching aid. Within 15 minutes, I took out an A4 sheet and created some chits. I made a game out of it, and I played a game in my first demo session. And that's how I got into Navrachana. We were only two of us. 8 of us went there, but 2 of us were selected. So that's how my journey begins at Navrachana, and that's how I have learned so much from my college. So this confidence, this learning I got from my teachers. They had taught me that in any situation you should not give up. You should not give up on the quality that or the excellence that you have. So the demo was fantastic, and then the journey begins at Navrachana. I again enrolled for MEd course because I wanted to. I always believe that as I told you, that I learned to be a lifelong learner. So there was no point. I did not think what I'm going to do after MEd, but I want to do MEd. I want to learn from my teachers. I want to learn more. That was my motto. So while doing MEd, I came to know that I can apply for NET, and my teachers briefed me that you should give a NET, and it will help you later. So I attempted NET, and I cleared that also. But I always have had this deep feeling that I can do very well with younger lot. I was a primary teacher, and didn't want to give up on that, because I would dance, I would sing with them, and I would merrily conduct my class. That's my personality. So I did not want to give up on that passion. So I always, and I believe that you should bloom where you are planted. So I just went by it, and things worked out. You don't have to go for an award. You don't work for an award. You are just doing your duty, and you are just facilitating your children, and rewards are the opportunities that you come across. So this is how the journey is, sir. This is
Okay.
how.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, very interesting. Now, education reflects what is happening in society. In fact, the purpose of education is to serve the needs of the society. And the society is changing extremely dramatically, especially over the last few decades and of last few years, and the last few months also. There has been a tremendous change in things happening. So, specifically, technology has become a very major enabler. So, how have you used technology to teach and to spread the knowledge among school kids?
Yes, our school has been focusing on technology. Like we were trained for being proficient in technology. Actually, we were given this opportunity by Microsoft, and I kept on working on it, and I became a Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert. So since 2018, I am an expert, and I learned so many tools. Not only during pandemic, I have been using technology for my classes. So I earlier, I have conducted Skype sessions, and I have interacted with international schools and schools in India, where my classroom could interact. My children could play mystery Skype with them. This has been this opportunity I have taken long back, because I understood that technology makes a lot of difference, and children today are well versed with it. You just have to guide them. They know much more than what actually we know. So various tools like Flipgrid, Wakelet. Flipgrid is a video block. So when we give an opportunity to the children, we give a project that you can speak on something that you like. You can just simply speak a riddle and send it to us, or you can, for example, I teach mathematics, so I will say, if I want to teach leap year, I will create a video on leap year. That is my explanation, but I want an extension on it. So I tell them that you will send me a video on what you know about leap year. What are the amazing facts? Just send me. So they keep sending me videos, and we have a collection. And then in the class, we watch those videos. So children learn. There is a lot of peer learning that is happening. Other than this, a blend of technology in the classroom, when during the face-to-face teaching also, we have a lot of videos. We have programmed learning also. We have programmed learning called mathbuddyonline.com. So in mathematics, there are concepts where you need a lot of practice. So this programmed learning helps in the class. In the class also, at home also, children can use it, and they are doing well. So technology, I think ICT has been a boon to all of us.
Mhm. Correct. You see, in my own experience, as a teacher, I'm still very much a teacher, and around 30 years of teaching. Even though with 30 years of teaching at the higher education level, postgraduate level, I find that every single class I teach is different. And you know, every single batch of course is different, but every single class also. So when I walk into my class, I don't know how, because I discuss a case study, I don't know how the discussion will evolve. A lot has to be done on a real-time basis, but I'm clear that this is the kind of message I want to bring out in my class today. These are the concepts I want to bring out from my example of a case study. You know, so how do you, I mean, I'm sure that happens at school kids level also. So how do you adjust to these situations?
See, sir, lesson plan, when we create the lesson plan, we have certain learning styles in mind. We cannot inculcate, I mean, we cannot put all of them together, but we try to put in maximum, we try to focus on maximum learning styles, but we are very clear about the objectives. You know, this is what I want from the class. So when you go to one class, the reaction will be different, and when you go to the other class, the reaction will be different. So there you have to work on your strategies. You have to change the strategy immediately, you know, if it is not working with the children. And there are ways to deal with different children. Every child is different, and we have to, like, I have 36 children in my class, so all 36 are different, but there are children whose learning styles match. They match, and there are activities that we do in which all the children are involved. So if everybody is involved, everybody is engaged, then learning is going to be fun. So you have to create that interesting atmosphere in the class. This is what I believe.
True, very true, very true. And that is the best part of being a teacher, that every day is different, every class is different, you know, so there's no monotony at all that way. What have you learned from your students?
I always learn from my students. It is a process of learning. That is why we call it teaching learning, because when we are teaching, we are learning, and we learn a lot from our students. And when I talk about online classes, the updates, we are using Microsoft Teams. So you see, they come up with all the updates. We generally don't notice that, you know, there is an update, but children know that what is the new update, and they tell us. So with technology, we learn a lot from them.
That's right. And I have one final question, and that is, you know, sometimes things happen all of a sudden. For example, look at today. I mean, look at our own conversation. Just as I was about to start the conversation, the lights went off. The power went off in our building over here in the university. It's come back now, but that's what happened. So, but still the show goes on and life goes on. So do you know of any such instances where you were suddenly taken by surprise in your class due to some external situation? And how did you handle such a situation as a teacher?
There are many instances, sir. Instead of quoting instances, I'll tell you that what I do as contingency. You know, I have contingency plans with me all the time, and I have a big cupboard which is full of resources. Like if something is not working, I have an alternative thing for. I have created a lot of games. So and children enjoy games. So once I introduce the game, then there are monitors who will, you know, use it repeatedly, and these games they play when they are free. So if I am stuck up somewhere due to power failure or any instance, anything that is happening around me, and I have to change my plan, I have something or the other ready in hand. It is always there. So that's how I handle. Yeah.
You adapt to situations.
Yes, I adapt to that situation, and my children are also used to it.
Okay.
They know that you know, even if I go for a proxy, I have a quiz in my hand. Okay. So you know, children know that if ma'am comes, there will be a quiz, or we will be going outdoors, or there will be some game, indoor game in the class. So they are excited that yes, it is Sapna ma'am's period, and we are going to have fun. So that is something that keeps me going. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sapna, and congratulations once again on your national award. You have made all of us here in the university proud. We are so proud of having you as our alumni. And today we have some very interesting discussions and conversation with you lined up. And I'm sure Professor Sangeeta can take it forward. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sapna.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you again, sir, for being here. The session was truly very, very enriching. Thank you, madam, for sharing your experiences with us. I'm sure these
Thank
experiences which
you.
you shared are, has excellent, or you can say invaluable inputs, not only for us who are in the teaching fraternity, but I'm sure for many others who are watching you right now, who are
It's a
aspirants
pleasure. It's a pleasure to
aspirants
share.
plus exactly. So they would be more motivated to be into the field, and yeah, many more maybe would like to come into the field, which is a problem now, scarcity that we have of good teachers in there. So you
Right.
truly are an inspiration, and as sir said, yes, we are truly proud of you. So Sapna madam will take you ahead in this session again, in which you'll be talking to your teachers. So as
Great.
we all know, you are our alumnus. So you have done
Yeah.
your B.Ed. M.Ed from the Navrachana University. So
Yeah.
we have our senior faculty members of education who would like to talk to you. So firstly, I would like to call up Professor Vali Pillai. Madam, please talk to Madam and enliven some of the memories that you had together.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Again,
Yeah.
Sapna, I remember the first time that you had come in your traditional dress, you wore
Yes.
one Kerala saree with all the jewels. We had a traditional day that day, many of them came in
Yes.
their own traditional dresses, and you came in Kerala saree with all the jewels. It was actually a very fun kind of activity in colleges. We used
Right.
to have many days like that, and
Yes.
I remember the bulletin board works you people used to do. No, we used to break you all into groups, different houses, and each of you were assigned some task. And
Yes, ma'am.
they came up with so many things within that 1 year. Even with 2 years, I feel that we are not able to do that much as those students at those times they were doing within that 1 year. Yeah,
Great,
these are some
ma'am.
of the experience. And I remember you were when you were doing MEd in 2010, you were carrying your second child, and
Yes.
you used to come to university, sit in our computer room, and continue with your thesis.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
at the same time, even I was having some personal problems. My father-in-law was sick at that time. I used to be in hospital, and sometimes I used to scold you also, that you give me
Yes.
all the chapters quickly, otherwise I'll not give it back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
so
actually, that was very difficult time for me because, ma'am, I had the moment I look at computer, no, I feel nausea. I couldn't work only. I couldn't read. There were days when I couldn't read at all. I used to tell my friends, please read for me.
uh,
So, but excuses are excuses. You said so. No, ma'am,
this is
all that worked, no, a lot of learning from all this that, and working under the pressure,
mm.
multitasking. These are the things we learned in that 1 year.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to share with students, because in B.Ed we find students, they are coming after a long gap of education. They did their post graduation sometime back, and after 5 years, 10 years, they're coming and joining, and each of them are having some kind of family problems. What I
Yes.
want to tell students who are there right now, okay, how you were able to, what made you persevere in this direction? Can just some throw lights on that, no, it will be nice.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to start with, telling you an incident that happened on the first day of my B.Ed. Okay, first day when I entered, I was working. I said no. When I came to know that I have got admission, I couldn't immediately join the college. I joined after few days, and the day when I joined, I saw that the election is going on for GS, and I did not want to give up on this opportunity. I went to Archana ma'am. I asked ma'am that, ma'am, I want to participate. She said everything is over. People are campaigning. Campaigning is also over now. We are, just about to conduct the election. Voting hone wala hai. So I then said, ma'am, no problem. I just want to participate. So she said, okay, go ahead. And she loved that spirit. She said, go ahead. And then I just made a small, I took out an A4 size sheet. I made a small sheet writing my name, because people were not knowing me. That was my first day. They did not know me. So I just went to a few of them and I said that if you feel that, I can participate on my very first day, I have the guts to do that, even after knowing that nobody knows me and nobody is going to vote for me. If you feel that I'll do something for you, then you vote for me. And ma'am, I got 8 votes on that day, and those I respect those 8 votes. I only would like to tell everybody that you should not give up on any opportunity. Opportunities do not knock your, the same opportunity may not knock your door again. So, and you have to have that confidence that I will be able to do. If somebody else is doing, why can't I do? We all are same. Like in the class, no, there are so many opportunities, ma'am. You all give us during the B.Ed, to come conduct an assembly, to conduct an activity. Yes, assignments are always there, and we have to do it. So that is there in the life. Life is like that. Life is not easy. It's not easy for anybody.
Exactly.
It becomes difficult. You are completing one level, you have another level to clear. So life is like that. Here also you have to enjoy the moments. I used to participate in every activity that came to my platter. Okay, I would not leave anything, whether it was dance, whether it was song, whether it was annual function that we conducted. And I always used to motivate my friends, because we always had a group activity. So that is where I learned how I learned group dynamics. I have to carry everybody along with me. This is what I learned, because everybody is not a dancer. So you have to tell them that you at least match up with hands and legs, whatever steps we are doing. So you have to train them, to motivate them. Yeah, there are people who are really not very motivated. You have to tell them that please participate, it's a group activity. And what I did is, I wrote down steps, I gave them a Xerox copy, I told them that you have to read, this is how you remember the steps. So there is a lot of effort, but there is a lot of fun also. Today when we meet, we remember all this. We all are connected, all our B.Ed students are the friends are connected. And these are the moments that we cherish. We have worked in lot of pressure. We had assignments to do, late nights, and then coming to the college, and then again attending the lectures, again seminars. There was so much to do, but everything was enjoyable. We were enjoying it, and we were doing a lot of group work, and we were supporting each other. Like if somebody has a problem, there are many who had who used to come from joint family, and they would not be able to work at home. They had various problems at home. So but then we would support them, that this is how you will do. There are people who do not know, who are not well versed with the language, so they will not understand what how they have to go about the assignment. Even after the explanation, they would not know. So showing your assignment to them, guiding them that this is how you do. So it is totally a group work that you do there, that this is what you learn from your B.Ed course. You learn professionalism, how you are supposed to submit your assignment on time. uh, by hook or crook, you have to do it. If you have got a date, you have to do it.
Not by
So
crook, not by crook, I feel. So overall,
no, you have to give your best. You
yeah,
should
yeah.
you
Overall, I
should
get
give your
I,
best, but you have to give it on time. That is also more important, because your
I get
teachers
it.
are working so hard for
Uh,
you.
mhm.
And we cannot simply waste that their energy and time. We have to think about them also. Throughout the day they are working for us. So I have always, we were backbenchers, but always a lot of respect for all the teachers. And we fondly remember everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
very good. Very well put, Sapna. You have put it correctly. Okay, that what should be the mental setup of everybody who has joined a professional course. This is one thing. Coming forward and taking part in many activities, not giving up. These are some essential qualities which have to be developed in people.
Yes.
Problems will be there always. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sabna. I will just give it now to Rishi sir. I think Rishi sir is the next person to question you. Okay,
Great.
Chala.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Nice meeting you all, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, Rishi sir, can you please come in, sir? Sapna madam, I think you've reduced our work. You have, conveyed what we wanted to convey to our students. So we have our students out there watching you. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, they should learn from stories and experiences.
Exactly. Yeah. So Rishi sir, are you coming in, sir?
Able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Very good
Hello,
afternoon.
sir.
Hello, Sapna. After
Hello,
long.
sir.
Uh, First of all, I would like to congratulate you for this big achievement, Sapna.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Thank you so much.
I'm just remembering your MEd classes
Yes,
where we
sir.
a lot about this ICT and other things.
Yes,
Also,
sir.
you struggle with this, struggle with research methodology part.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Yes,
Here,
sir.
I just would like to know about how you have overcome the fear of ICT, because I have also seen that in the small video that you have presented, you have done a lot of things. You take printouts, you identify the relevant activities. How exactly you overcome from the fear of ICT, and also how this ICT help you as a teacher?
Actually, sir, yeah. Should I start?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, okay. Sir, actually, I was not fearful about technology. I used to use technology, but yeah, I learned to make the first blog from you. It was there that I learned to make a blog. It was there that I learned education technology as a subject. So you come to know about the hardware, software. You come to know a lot of things, and about technology. You come to know the mesmerizing things about technology from when you learn it as a subject. Now, after learning this, yes, after learning from here, I could upgrade myself when my school gave me an opportunity to work with children on technology. We had smart boards, and we had sessions where children used to watch videos, and we were supposed to introduce many tools to them so that they learn mathematics. There were websites that, sorry, there were programmed learning websites that we used to introduce for them. And so later on, I came to know about Microsoft also from the school. We were 14 members who were introduced to Microsoft. So slowly, I worked upon it. I learned so many tools. You get training sessions from Microsoft. There are a lot of training sessions. So we used to attend those webinars, and that's how I became an expert. So Microsoft expert. So now the scenario is different. Like earlier, it was just basics of technology, and now we are able to do many other things.
Yeah, we have to learn new.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Uh,
sir.
More
Yes.
things I want to know from your side. And nowadays, because of this COVID, we are working from home or on online mode. So,
Yes.
can you list few things for the teachers so that they can learn new tools?
Yes, I think Flipgrid in education is a very good tool for teachers, okay, because it's a video blog. Then there is Wakelet. Wakelet, you can collaborate with children. Like I have taught them shapes and angles, and then I can tell them to give me the homework on Wakelet or add on to the Wakelet. So teacher and students work together. You can use Wakelet as a PPT also. There is another what do you call, another tool called Sway is also equally useful, like a PPT, but the difference is you can use Google. You can simply drag pictures. You can There are so many facilities. You look at the features of Sway, you have many other facilities that you get more than what you get in PPT. So Sway can be used. There is Microsoft Forms that we use as quizzes for children. Then there are many other tools like Kahoot for gaming, and Minecraft where they learn coding. So we just give them the projects and they do it for us. Like children are well versed with all this. So you just have to tell them that this is how you do the project and this is the tool you are supposed to use. So they'll start using it. They will explore and then come back and tell us that what is next in the tool. So this is how I am working.
Yeah. Good, Sapna.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much for sharing experience with students, telling new to. Thank you, Sapna.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, sir.
Yes, Sapna madam. Now technology is something, even if you don't want to, we have to. Like we all are have to forcibly learning it, and I'm sure we will also excel, reach to some heights, or stand somewhere like our students are right now. Uh,
Right.
right. So yeah, we have Dr. Archana Tomar now. Your again your one very important, very I'm sure very loving faculty who would like to talk to you. So Archana madam, please.
Hi, Sapna. Yeah,
Hello, ma'am.
you have put up, I think, most of the expectation that we have from B.Ed students upright very clearly. My question is more basic, and it is related to your reward. What kind of documentation work did you do in order to get this reward, or the kind of dossier that you created? Because as I work with MSW students also, my work over there is also to teach them documentation, like whatever activity they do in the field, they do with the agency. They're very enthusiastic about doing any kind of field work that is given to them. But when it comes to preparing a report or a dossier for it is something that they find difficult. So I'm sure that you might have done a lot of work, and congratulations for being one from Gujarat, and we're so proud of you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Documentation is something which I really learned from Navrachana school. My leaders, I learned, though I learned it from B.Ed and M.Ed also, I learned to create a report from there also. But actually, when you work with students and how you are supposed to create a report about your activity is what I learned from Navrachana, documentation of pictures, how you will write down the steps. If you're conducting an activity and you have to pass it on to other person, because if one class is doing an activity, all the other sections would like to do the same activity. So when you are doing an activity, you have to share it with your HOD, you have to share it with your co-teachers, and you have to explain them, you have to convince them that this is how the activity is going to be and this is the result that we see. So sometimes you have to conduct a pilot project, because you otherwise how will you prove that this activity will work? So everything is documented. So all this work is documented, and nowadays we have videos also. I mean, I keep videos also, because those videos help us to refer. I mean, we can refer it later on. So every activity has to be documented. Now if you look at primary school teachers, their activities may seem very silly to others, but they are very very fruitful for our children. So we have to document it in such a way that people understand that there is a lot of effort that has gone behind this activity. Every chapter has got activities, every concept that we teach, we try to put in game, or we introduce the concept with a game. So the entire lesson plan has to be written well, the entire report of the activity has to be written well. So this is how this is the training given by the leaders of my school. They have trained us so well.
So that is what helped you in preparing your dossier for CBSE.
Yes, it helps, because it is the similar way. You have to, what you are asked. You have to see what they want to know about you. each question has a purpose. Okay, they will not simply ask a question, so you have to write according to their question, and you have to frame it in an order that they understand that this is how the activity is done, or this is how the teacher is working, what is the mindset of the teacher, what is the mindset of the students, how the school is working. All this has to be kept in mind while preparing a document.
And do they have interview rounds also?
Yes.
How
There is
many?
a national level screening committee who ask us questions. They ask us to demonstrate a class. So each person, like I was able to see 9 people on the screen at a time. I don't know how many were there,
Okay.
but that's a big panel, and it's an altogether a different experience, because they are all very knowledgeable and very experienced in the field. So when you talk, you have to talk sense, and you have to be very careful. They, ask you, cross question you, and they are the people who know, exactly what kind of a person you are. Once they start talking, that's how they talk to you. So that is a different experience.
Very nice. I also remember you played a clown in one of the Teachers' Day activity, and you danced along with the student. I've seen that video, I think, on Navrachana school Facebook page, I guess. It was so nice.
Yes.
And I especially remember that एक खास क्वालिटी है तुम में कि बच्चों के साथ बिल्कुल बच्ची बन जाती हो, फिर पता ही
Yes.
नहीं चलता कि टीचर यहाँ पर कौन है, बच्चा यहाँ पर कौन है, and everyone enjoys your class so very well. I happen to
Yes.
observe some of the classes. I used to come to Navrachana whenever I had a parents meeting for my daughter, and it was fun seeing you and all your other
Yes.
friends from Navrachana College doing so very well. We are proud of you. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Ma'am.
Sangeeta.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So thank you so much for this enriching session, Madam, Sir, faculty. I can still see a lot of passion alive in Madam you all. And I feel that, if we are able to give all these learnings to our students in terms of not giving up on opportunity, or probably how passion can make your life relevant and how you can evolve from there as a teacher, is what I take up from this session. So thank you so much for this interactive session. From here, I think we move forward to the again most awaited session, that is the questions from the audience point of view. And the first question is from our first year B.Ed student Shachi, and she asks that things to do are infinite and energy is finite. How do you channelize this energy to achieve your goals?
I think you should live for each day. You should live for each day. You should have targets for each day. By the end of the day, you should have completed whatever target you have given to yourself. Then only, you will be able to achieve what you want in life. Because time तो होता ही नहीं है ना किसी के पास. Time तो निकालना पड़ता है.
Yes, very true. We need to have clear set objectives in our mind for each day so that we can, achieve them explicitly. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much, madam, for that answer. One more question from our second year B.Ed student, Shivani Shukla. And the question is, what is the basic ingredient that all classes must have so that each class becomes interesting? What is that basic ingredient that all of us must have?
If you are asking as a teacher should have compassion for her students. The first thing that a teacher should have is compassion, and teacher should be spiritual. You begin your class with a prayer. You have to tell children that you cannot begin the class without a prayer. You should pray. These values are inculcated from school, so we have got a very big responsibility. So this is from teacher's point of view. In
Yes,
the
very
class,
true.
if you say in the class, to make a class interesting, there should be technology today. That should be my answer
Yes,
today.
that has become life right now. And I think our students will be able to relate to this. We also nowadays begin our classes with meditation, because of which somewhere, you know, you are able to organize your thoughts even before you begin with your day, which is going to be a long day for us all. So again, thank you so much for the inputs, madam. One more question from our PhD scholar, and she asks, where can we find the kind of games that, you know, you somewhere highlighted upon for mathematics teaching? What are exactly the kind of games that, you know, she can look for if she has to teach
Yeah.
mathematics?
See, what you can do is, I have created games after attending a session on board games. Okay, I
Okay.
created many board games, and our school gives us a lot of training. I mean, training sessions we attend in and outside Vadodara.
Okay.
So you come to know a lot when you attend a session. It's about whether it is about activities or about games. That is one thing. Another thing is your takeaway. Now you have already, you got an idea how to do it. Now rest is your creativity.
Yes.
You look at the chapter, like if I have 14 chapters and I have 6 very very important concepts to cover, so I will think of a game for each concept. Either
Okay.
the game will be for introducing the concept, or the game will be for recapitulation, or it may be for just to revise, just to have fun in the class and learn while fun, or fun while having fun while learning, whatever.
Right, right.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, well said, madam. And I think we will go ahead with one last question. And that question is, I think, from all of us, uh, we have somewhere known that you have done your master's in commerce, right? And
Yes.
from being, specializing in commerce education, you have, somewhere now you are into mathematics education. How did you, make a shift and became a, national award winner
Transition.
in
Make
mathematics
a transition.
education?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I think we all want to know about it.
Yes, I would like to tell you that, I was given this subject when I went for the demo, and I was told that this is the vacancy we have, and this is the class that we are giving you. And as usual, I would not give up on any opportunity. I took it up. I started exploring, and I researched on how to create activities for children. I have done a lot of research. I will just give an example. If I'm cooking a dal, I'm not a very good cook. Okay, but if I am preparing a dal, I'll research, I'll go to Haber's kitchen, and or Sanjeev Kapoor's recipe, and I will see that what is one ingredient that I can put in this, and it will make a difference. So when I make a dal, my children will be able to make out that this mama has made, and that create that
That's
small
special.
creativity is there.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
speciality is there.
yeah.
So
That
same way, when you are creating something, when you are given something, you have to research on it, you have to explore what is going on in this, what are the trends in mathematics. And we all have learned mathematics in our school life, and as a commerce student I have learned mathematics, statistics, advanced accountancy, all calculative subjects. So I did not find it very difficult. I took it up as a challenge. Within a year or two I could create a lot of lesson plans, lot of activities. I learned, of course, from my friends who were my colleagues who were already there in the school. But you have to be a learner.
yes,
So
yes.
that's how the transition has happened. And had it been anything that you would have given me, I would have taken it up with the same spirit.
That's, I think that's something we all must be looking at, because even our students will go ahead with the campus interviews probably in the next year. So we cannot be restricted to the methods and to the subjects that we have understood for all this time, but we can always, think about what can be that unique ingredient that can make your class special, the soul that you can have in your class. Thank you so much, madam, for again this session. Thank you for all the learnings that you are giving to us from your experiences of your teaching. And yeah, now I would like to request Dr. P.V. Xavier to propose a vote of thanks for this session. Yeah, sir, please.
Thank you, Vaibhavi.
Yeah.
I was wondering where to start the thanking process because the organization, very MHRD, thought of it in 1958 to recognize the best teachers, their endeavor, the kind of contribution they are giving to the country. And it was almost 2000 CBSE also thought of. They too have wonderful teachers, but with very strict measures. I mean, the criteria, innovative experiments, and the kind of outcomes they can come out with, the extracurricular activities. But so nice to see that you could overcome, you could shine on every kind of criteria the CBSE had put in, and we congratulate you. And also nice to see that you are alumni, and that's why we thought, the very moment we thought, yeah, why we should recognize you, what should be a kind of forum. Then we got the suggestion from Mrs. Tejalben, our chairperson of the Navrachana Education Society, Mrs. Sandhya Gajja, the board member of the Navrachana Society, and the strongest motivation, our vice chancellor. So beginning with, I thank you, Sapna, and also thank our chairperson Tejalben, our board member Mrs. Sandhya Gajja, and of course our vice chancellor, the Professor Yajnik. Professor Nilay Yajnik. And there are many others. Behind it, we have strong people, strong support right from beginning. We have Mr. Panchal behind the scene. I don't know how many have seen him on the screen. And also Mr. Animesh, who made all this support in the name of the brochure and sending the message to everyone. I thank Mr. Animesh. He is also faculty, and Animesh has strong support in administration, and also Mr. Panchal is also one of our faculty. And we could see Mr. Chaya over there. I didn't know that he would be there as a part of company. I must thank him. And like him, many must be there. Only I cannot see the faces over there. Faces are hidden. So I thank everyone who joined this program, and especially our students, the present year, last year, and the rest of the alumni. And on my personal front, I thank all my friends, all my colleagues, including Vaibhavi and Sangeeta. You take care of every small things to make this program a success. So finally, thank you to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you once again. Thank you, Sapna, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.